Good morning. We will pay attention to cancellation of discount allowed when a check was dishonored. So when we receive a check from a debtor, we will record it in the cash receipts journal, and we will show that D. Larker gave us a check. The amount on the check was 145, the discount was R5, and we want to reduce the debtor with the total amount, so we will add the 145 and 5 together to indicate that the debtor's control decreases with R150. Now, if this check comes back because the check is dishonored, it means that the person didn't have money in the bank, or there was something wrong on the check, the signature is not according to the specimen signature, the dates are post-dated, or the dates are still older than 6 months, so the bank returns the check to you. You have to cancel the check in the cash payments journal. So in my cash payments journal, I will show that that original entry that I recorded in the cash receipts journal will now be cancelled because we don't have this 145 in the bank anymore, and the debtors now owe us 145 again. When we did the original entry, we could record discount allowed in our cash receipts journal because we have a column there for discount allowed. If the check is dishonored, discount in the cash payments journal is discount received. So we can't cancel the discount allowed in the cash payments journal. We will have to do it in the general journal. So any entry that doesn't fit into one of your 6 basic journals will go to the general journal. Larker will now owe us that R5 again because we will not give him discount if the check was dishonored. In the general journal, we will debit Larker, and that means that we will debit his account in the subsidiary ledger for debtors, and we will also debit the debtors control account with the R5. The discount that was originally allowed will be cancelled, so discount allowed will be credited, and we will show that in the general ledger. In the debtors ledger, all the individual entries will be recorded on the date that the transaction occurred. So we received this check from Larker on the 7th of June. So on the 7th, we indicated that we issued a receipt to him, received R145 that will reduce his account with an outstanding balance of R5, and we allowed R5 discount so that his account is fully settled. Now, when this check comes back, we have to do the opposite to cancel the check. So we will debit his account, and the source document will be the dishonored check, and we will debit his account with 145. That increases his debt to 145. In the general journal, we will cancel the discount and increase his account with R5, so his balance will now be 150. So after the check was dishonored, he must owe the same amount as he owed before we received the payment from him. In the general ledger, we received money from him and we credited the debtors control account with R150 when the money was received. When the check is dishonored, we have to increase the debtors. So out of the cash payments journal, we will record the dishonored check and we will debit his account with 145. We will use the entry in the general journal to debit his account with a R5 discount that must be cancelled. The discount cancelled will now be credited so that you cancel the discount and the business don't have that expense. What did we learn? When the account of a debtor is paid, we will record the amount received and the discount in the cash receipts journal. If the check is dishonored, we have to cancel this original entry in the cash payments journal. The discount will be cancelled on the credit side of my discount allowed account. So that means if the check is dishonored, we will cancel the discount and we will cancel the check, so that the person owes the original amount before the payment was made.